The air hung thick with anticipation, the kind of anticipation that makes your heart race and your palms sweat. It was a moment suspended in time, where the past and future seemed to converge in a single breath. Dust motes danced in the beam of light, swirling and twirling as if they were performing a delicate ballet. Each particle seemed to carry a story, a fragment of history waiting to be uncovered, cutting through the garage's gloom. The light was a beacon of hope, piercing through the darkness and illuminating the hidden treasures within. There she stood, draped in a faded coat of red, a forgotten queen. Her once vibrant hue had dulled over the years, but her regal presence remained undeniable. This was no ordinary restoration project. It was a labor of love, a quest to revive a legend. The mechanics knew they were not just working on a car, they were breathing life into a piece of history. This was an Audi R8, a legend yearning to be reborn. A car that had once roared down the streets, turning heads and capturing hearts, now sat silently, waiting for its moment of resurrection. The challenge, breathe life back into this slumbering beast, was a task that required skill, patience, and a deep respect for the machine's legacy. Years of neglect had taken their toll. The car's body was marred with scratches and dents, each one a testament to the passage of time and the stories it had lived through. The once vibrant paint was now a faded memory. The red had lost its luster, but beneath the surface, the spirit of the R8 still burned brightly. The interior, once a sanctuary of luxury, was now crying out for attention. The leather seats were cracked, the dashboard covered in dust, but the essence of opulence was still there, waiting to be uncovered. It was a silent plea, a call for revival. The mechanics could hear it, and they were ready to answer. But beneath the dust and grime there was a glimmer of hope, a hint of the car's former glory, a promise of what it could become once more. The iconic lines of the R8 were still there, a testament to its pedigree. The sleek curves and bold design spoke of a time when this car was the epitome of style and performance. A testament to its pedigree. It was a reminder that true beauty never fades, it merely waits to be rediscovered. This wasn't the end. It was a new beginning, a chance to restore not just a car but a legacy. The mechanics were not just fixing an engine, they were reigniting a soul. I could feel it. This R8 had a story to tell, a second chance to reclaim its throne. It was more than just metal and paint, it was a symbol of resilience and rebirth, a second chance to reclaim its throne. And as the restoration began, the anticipation in the air grew thicker, charged with the promise of what was to come. This was the beginning of a new chapter, a journey to bring a diamond in the rough back to its rightful place in the spotlight. The first step was a thorough assessment. This wasn't just any car, it was a machine with a soul, a history etched into every curve and component. The team knew that to bring it back to life, they had to understand every nuance, every imperfection. Every inch of the car was scrutinized, every flaw documented. The meticulous process was akin to a doctor examining a patient, noting down every symptom before deciding on the treatment plan. The paint was dull, scratched, and chipped. Years of wear and tear had left their mark, telling a story of countless journeys and adventures. Rust had begun to nibble at the edges of the bodywork. It was a silent enemy, slowly eating away at the car's once pristine exterior, a testament to the passage of time and neglect. Inside, the leather seats were cracked and worn. The luxurious interior that once cradled its occupants in comfort now showed the scars of age and use. The once pristine carbon fiber trim was dull and scratched. It had lost its luster, a shadow of its former glory, reflecting the years of service it had provided. Years of sun exposure had taken their toll on the dashboard and interior plastics. The relentless UV rays had faded the colors, leaving behind a reminder of the car's long-standing battle with the elements. But the real test lay beneath the surface. The exterior and interior were just the beginning. The true essence of the car was hidden under the hood. The engine, the heart of this beast, was a mystery. It held the potential for power and performance, but also the risk of hidden issues that could spell disaster. Would it roar back to life, or would it require major surgery? The uncertainty was palpable, a mix of excitement and trepidation as the team prepared to delve deeper. The air crackled with uncertainty. The workshop was filled with a sense of anticipation, every mechanic deep in thought, contemplating the challenge ahead. The diagnosis was clear. This R8 needed more than a makeover, it needed a resurrection. The team was ready to embark on this journey, to breathe new life into the beast and restore it to its former glory. The disassembly process was like performing surgery. Every move was precise, every action deliberate. The mechanics approached the task with a blend of reverence and determination, knowing they were handling a piece of automotive history. Each part carefully removed, catalogued and stored. The workbench transformed into a mosaic of components, each piece a vital part of the whole. It was a meticulous process, ensuring that nothing was lost or misplaced. Bolts were loosened, wires disconnected, and panels unmounted. The mechanics worked in unison, their movements synchronized like a well-rehearsed dance. Each step brought them closer to the heart of the machine. The air filled with the sounds of ratchets clicking and wrenches turning. It was a symphony of mechanical precision, a testament to the skill and expertise of the team. The workshop buzzed with energy and focus. As each layer was peeled back, the true extent of the work ahead became clear. The car's inner workings were exposed, revealing the complexity and ingenuity of its design. It was a moment of revelation and respect. The R8 was stripped down to its bare bones, a symphony of metal, wires and hoses. The chassis lay bare, a stark contrast to its former glory. Yet in its raw state it held a different kind of beauty. It was a daunting sight, yet strangely exhilarating. The mechanics stood back, admiring their work, knowing that this was just the beginning. The journey of restoration had only just begun. This was more than just taking a car apart. It was a journey into the soul of the machine, an exploration of its essence. Each component held a piece of the car's history, a fragment of its story. It was about understanding its soul, appreciating the engineering genius that went into its creation. The mechanics studied each part, marveling at the craftsmanship and innovation that defined the R8. Each component told a story, a testament to the R8's legacy. The mechanics felt a deep connection to the car, a sense of responsibility to honor its heritage. This was more than a job, it was a tribute to a legend. The bodywork was an intricate dance of metal and skill. Dents were massaged out, rust was cut away and replaced. Hours were spent meticulously smoothing and preparing the surface for its new coat. Then came the paint. Layers of primer, base coat and clear coat were applied with painstaking precision. The chosen color? A vibrant, deep red, a shade that screamed power and performance. As the final coat dried, the transformation was breathtaking. The R8's lines were more defined, more aggressive. It was as if the car had been reborn, its youthful energy restored. Section 5. A symphony of leather and carbon fiber. Inside, the transformation was equally dramatic. The old, tired interior was stripped away, leaving a blank canvas. New leather, supple and fragrant, was carefully fitted to the seats. The carbon fiber trim was meticulously restored to its former glory, gleaming under the workshop lights. Every detail, from the stitching on the steering wheel to the aluminum pedals, was given the utmost attention. The result was an interior worthy of the R8 badge, a perfect blend of luxury, sportiness and craftsmanship. It was a space that invited you to sit down, buckle up and experience the thrill of the drive. Section 6. The heart of the beast awakens. The engine was the heart of this beast, and it needed special attention. Every component was inspected, cleaned and tested. Worn parts were replaced with new, high-performance upgrades. The air filled with the smell of oil and gasoline as the engine was carefully reassembled. Torque wrenches clicked, ensuring each bolt was tightened to the exact specification. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. The engine roared back to life, its exhaust note a symphony of power and performance. The sound sent shivers down my spine. The beast had awakened. Section 7. Rebirth of a legend. Reassembly was like putting together a giant jigsaw puzzle, but with much higher stakes. Each part was carefully fitted back into its place. Every connection checked and double-checked. The excitement in the air was palpable. As the last few pieces were fitted, the R8 began to take its final form. The transformation from a tired, forgotten car to a gleaming masterpiece was almost complete. This wasn't just a car. It was a testament to human passion, skill and dedication. It was proof that anything is possible with enough determination and a love for the craft. Section 8. The Unveiling. The moment had arrived. The garage doors swung open, revealing the reborn R8 bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun. Gasps of admiration filled the air. The once faded red paint now shimmered, deep and lustrous. The interior was immaculate, a symphony of leather and carbon fiber, but it was the sound that truly stole the show. The engine roared to life, its exhaust note a throaty growl that reverberated through the air. This wasn't just a car, it was a statement, a testament to automotive artistry. Section 9 unleashed on the asphalt. The open road beckoned. Sliding behind the wheel, I felt a surge of adrenaline. The engine responded with a roar, eager to stretch its legs. The acceleration was exhilarating, pinning me back in my seat. The handling was razor-sharp, the steering precise and communicative. Every curve was a joy to carve, every straight a chance to unleash the R8's power. This wasn't just driving, it was an experience, a sensory overload of speed, sound and freedom. The restoration had been a labor of love, but the reward was immeasurable. The R8 was back, and it was glorious.